Smoke in the train, that red be keeping me sane. Unstoppable, I am untamed. I am unstoppable just like the train. Hey, I can't see nobody stopping us. Yeah, we're unstoppable. Went through a whole lot of obstacles. I swear we did the impossible.
What's up, Packer fans? Welcome back to Cheesehead Talk. It's your boy Tramel coming back with another video, and we're going to continue our playlist of the draft profile. And today in this video, we're going to talk about a guy who will really shake things up for the Packers in the 2020 NFL Draft. And that guy is the quarterback from Utah State, Mr. Jordan Love. Now, I've seen a lot of mock drafts that have the Packers selecting Jordan Love with pick number 30. And right now, the Packers do not have a serviceable quarterback number 2 on their roster. Right now, Tim Boyle is the second-string quarterback, and Manny Wilkins is the third-string quarterback. Now, I love Manny Wilkins a lot. I loved him when he was in college. But he really didn't show anything in the 2019 preseason, and I think he still has a long ways to go. So let's say the Packers do decide to keep Tim Boyle and Manny Wilkins as quarterback 2 and quarterback 3. And let's say Aaron Rodgers goes down with the injury and he misses 8 games. I think our season would be over. I don't think either Manny Wilkins or Tim Boyle can come in and go 500 in that time span. I just don't see it happening. So if the Packers do decide to select Jordan Love in the first round, it would make sense. Now, me personally, I would love for the Packers to focus more on the needs for right now, such as middle linebacker, wide receiver, or even offensive tackle in the first round, because we're in win now mode. And I really want us to win a second ring for Aaron Rodgers before he retires. I'm tired of getting my heart broken in the NFC Championship. But if they do select him, I can understand it because, one, they're getting a guy who could be a serviceable backup when he comes in, and 2, he could be your future quarterback. So let's talk about who Jordan Love is and what he brings to the table. He's 6'4", 225 pounds, and this guy has all the potential in the world. This guy really has a high ceiling. I think his ceiling is Brett Favre. This guy is really a gunslinger. A lot of people say that his ceiling is Patrick Mahomes. He could be the next Patrick Mahomes. I see a little bit of that in him. I see a little bit of A-Rod in him. This guy really has a high ceiling. And I think his floor would be Mitchell Trubisky. I think if things don't work out for him, I think he'll end up like a Mitchell Trubisky. But the first thing that jumps out at you on tape is this guy's arm. His arm strength is amazing. This guy has a cannon for an arm. He has arm strength like A-Rod, Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen. This guy can throw with the best of them. He's a natural thrower of the football. He can throw off his back foot. He can throw on the run. He can throw with his feet set. He can do it all. And he also has the ability to throw in tight windows. This guy can really make a lot of phenomenal jackpot plays at times. And he also has good pocket presence. He can extend plays. He can escape the pressure with his mobility. This guy is an all-around quarterback. And this is why I compared him to Brett Favre. And this is why other people are comparing him to Patrick Mahomes. Now, let's take a look at some of the negatives for Jordan Love. And I would say lack of competition was one of them. You take a look at the Mountain West Conference. They really didn't have anybody. Yes, Boise State was ranked. Yes, the Air Force was ranked. And San Diego State was decent, but those guys can't compete with the top-tier teams in college football. And when Utah State played LSU, they got demolished, and Jordan Love did not look good in that game. Another negative on Jordan Love is his consistency, especially in 2019 in his junior year. He had 6 games where he had 2 or more interceptions, and he also struggled with accuracy. Like I said, this guy can make every throw in the book, but sometimes he's not accurate. He also has bad decision making. Sometimes he can make careless throws, and that's why he reminds me so much of Brett Favre and even a mobile Jameis Winston. He also stares down receivers. That's something else that Jameis Winston did and something else that Brett Favre did. And he was inaccurate on his deep passes in his junior season in 2019. He only completed 31% of his deep passes. So he has to get better at that. And another thing that I noticed from him is when he's scrambling and when he's rushing, he doesn't slide. So he's going to have to work on that too. So when you get to the NFL, you're going to have to slide or you're going to take hits and you're going to increase your chances of getting injured. So those are my negatives on Jordan Love. Now let's take a look at his statistics in his college career. We're going to start with his sophomore season because that's when he became the starting quarterback. He completed 64% of his passes for 3,567 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He had a phenomenal sophomore season, and it was looking like he could possibly be a Heisman candidate in his next year. But in 2019, he really took a step down. He completed 62% of his passes for 3,402 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 17 interceptions. So he dropped drastically in every single passing category in 2019. And I think that hurt his draft stock a little bit. Some of the scouts say that his struggles in 2019 came from a new coaching staff and a brand new offense. But this guy has all the talent in the world. But like I said, I would love for the Packers to focus on the needs that they have for 2020. But if they select Jordan Love, I can't get mad at the pick. He's going to come in. He's going to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a few years. He's going to learn. He's going to develop. He's going to improve. And just imagine if he can reach his potential, man. Our quarterback legacy can continue for another 10 seasons, at least another 10 seasons. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, then Jordan Love if he reaches his potential. ESPN would have to make a 30 for 30 documentary on the Packers quarterbacks. So if the Packers do select Jordan Love, they are getting a guy with all the potential in the world, an all-around quarterback with a strong arm who can make every single throw in the book, a guy who has mobility, and a guy who could be your franchise quarterback. So if Jordan Love's name is called on draft day by the Green Bay Packers, I will be satisfied with the pick because I do believe he is the future, and I do think he will fulfill his potential. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on Jordan Love. Also, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and also follow the social media on Twitter at Cheesehead_talk. Again, that's Cheesehead_talk. Go Pack, go.
I can't see nobody stopping us. Unstoppable, unstoppable, unstoppable. Run up that paper and get it. Whatever it take, we gon' get it. You know ain't nobody stopping us. Mafia, mafia, mafia.